Good morning, folks. This is Tadpole Smitty. I've taken you on rides down the Santa Fe River, or up the Santa Fe River. I've taken you to the rail yard. I've taken you to the plaza. Today, I think I'll ride another ride in Santa Fe up Canyon Road. Canyon Road is the mecca for Santa Fe for art. So, it's very historic. It's 400 years old. A lot of old buildings are all still there. So let's continue my rides in Santa Fe and go up to the east, almost to the foothills of the mountains. So let's go for a ride. Get my trikes out of the trailer. Turn the power off. Where I store my trikes in my trailer. Got my stuff on, my gloves on. These get dusty. When I ride off road, everything gets dusty. This trike is great for off road, but she does get dirty, and the chains every 50 miles, if not more. It gets really dirty before I clean it. It's just the nature of the beast. The best way to move this thing out is to sit in it. I'm in the bat cave so I can go on my trips and drag my trikes around with me. All right, let's do this. Start this bad boy up. Nice to get up for a ride this morning. I typically do my rides in the morning when possible. It's cool. Nice and cool. It's one thing about the deserts of Santa Fe. It'll get up to 100 degrees, but in the morning and the evening it does cool off because we're on the front of those mountains, and the cold air settles, you know, comes down off that mountain, cools things off. So I would have preferred to have taken my trike today, but I forgot to charge it. And I do use the assist, and it's all uphill from here, from my house all the way up there. It's about 10 miles where I'm taking you one way. And hey, at least I'm out riding. I'm getting stronger, but still pretty difficult for me at times, so the e-assist helps me. So I've taken you on these trails before. I will try not to film areas I've already filmed in before. The way I'm going to get you to where I'm going today is I'm going to take the Santa Fe River Trail. I'm going to cross over onto a trail called Sequía Madre, which basically in Spanish means the mother of ditch, the ditch. So the Sequía Madre is the oldest ditch in, I think it's the oldest ditch in the continental United States, irrigation ditch. So sequía means irrigation ditch. And Madre is mother, so it's the mother of all ditches. And this was on the Agua Fria Santa Fe district. Which is the oldest irrigation system in, from the Spanish. We do know that the Anasazi were using irrigation thousands of years prior to the Spanish getting here. And that's out in Chaco Canyon. Chaco Canyon is relatively close to where I live, which is where the Anasazi are from. I'll probably go out there and do a ride out there. I gotta figure that one out. I'm kind of glad I brought the Fat Tad out today. I got some stuff, some encouraging news that I'll talk about once I get off this road. So I just got through filming my 6-month review of the SunSeeker FAT TAD, but you won't see it for a while because I will release it in about a month. I did a 6-month review of this trike, what I like, what I don't like. So I want to talk about what I don't like because I have a remedy. I've tried to improve the seat, and I have. I don't like the seat on the SunSeeker. It's not comfortable to me. Just don't like it. I tried the wedge. I've reclined it. It's just not designed correctly. So for me, maybe it's great for some of you, but it's not great for me. So I got to reach out to a company called Utah Trikes because they have a lot of parts for the SunSeeker. And when I say parts, they also have aftermarket parts. Utah Trikes is a company that specializes in modifying and fixing, building. They're like a street rod shop for trikes. So Utah Trikes customizes, builds these Fat Tads. They even make them into quads. They'll put hub drives on them. They'll put mid drives on them. They'll put roll-offs on them. They'll custom paint them. They'll do all sorts of good stuff to them. They have steering component upgrades, they have bearing component upgrades, they have idler pulley upgrades, they have a seat upgrade. So I've reached out to them. I've asked to enter into collaboration with Utah Trikes, because everything that I do to this trike I film, and of course I'm going to be using their exclusive parts and evaluating them. So they've agreed initially to basically give me some swag if I do content on their product. Maybe it'll evolve from there. Maybe they'll sponsor me in the future, but right now I will be entering into some I'll be buying parts from them, because you know, I bought this trike from electrictrike.com. I didn't, my father did, but electrictrike.com doesn't sell the parts that I want to upgrade my trike. They sell SunSeeker parts. The stuff I'm looking at is not SunSeeker. It's to upgrade the trike, and requires them, like TerraCycle makes parts. I think TerraCycle is now T-Cycle. I've also reached out to them. They haven't responded. And Utah Trikes did respond. They'll enlighten me a little bit for the thanks for doing YouTubes on us, but they also know I'm going to be doing a fair assessment of their parts. In other words, if I buy them and I don't like them, I'll let you know, but why would a company build stuff that people don't like? So I think we're going to enter into a good agreement with each other. Anyway, I'm excited. So my first upgrade's got to be the seat. I can't understand this seat. I've done everything I can do to make it comfortable. It's just not comfortable. The idler system, I've already had problems with it. I did my own mod, but the nylon gear that comes stock on the SunSeeker is inefficient. It'll break after a while, and you don't want to break out there when you're riding. If you have e-assist, they're known to break, especially with the mid-drive. So Utah Trikes makes an idler upgrade that will go to aluminum. It's about $100 for the set. Over the weekend, they haven't probably had a chance. This Monday, they haven't had a chance to respond yet, but I want to know if that seat, the aftermarket seat frame, remedies the problem of this trike seat. I would think it would, or why would they build it? And what else do I need to buy to go along with that? So that's my first upgrade, is the seat, and then I'll do the idler system. And then later, I think, because I love doing this kind of stuff, eventually I'd like to go to a roll-off hub and go to a mid-drive motor on the front of the bottom bracket, because I go in dirt a lot on this thing, and the roll-off would eliminate the derailleur on the back, and also let you shift from a dead stop or moving, it doesn't matter, and it gets all that crap out of the dirt. The SunSeeker, when I'm off in the sand, it picks up a lot of crap in the chain on that derailleur back there, because it's sitting right above the ground. So unfortunately, I will have to drop the rear hub motor and upgrade to a mid-drive, and it's going to be an expensive. It'll probably cost, those two things will probably cost more than what the trike costs new. Roll-offs are expensive. They do make, Shimano makes some that are less money. I'll consult with Utah Trikes and make a decision on what I put on the back of this boy. That's a ways off. I'll wait a while to do that. Maybe next year. It's a lot of money. But it would make a superior off-road vehicle. So anyway, Utah Trikes. I'm looking forward to working with them and seeing what they got. More to come. I attend church with my family. St. Anne's Parish. St. Anne's Parish. I think it was built in the 1940s. Where you enter a Sequia Madre Trail. The Sequia Trail. Right here. This is where you enter Sequia Trail. On this trail, it tees. Goes right down there, or it keeps going, which is where I'm going to be going. But if you go down, well, let's just go down here. I'm going to show you something. I'll show you something right here. Morning. There's a neat little restaurant over here called the, what is it called? Cafecito? Which means little cafe. Right here is that cafe. Right in there. And supposedly, if you're a bike rider, you get a 10% discount here. Right now, but maybe on the way back, stop and get something to eat. Anyway, that's a maybe 400 or 500 feet off the main trail. You just ride over here. The trail tees off, and you can come over here and take a break. Pretty cool. Going to take a ride on that thing, the Sky Railway. Go down to Lamy, Galisteo. I think it goes to Galisteo now. There's a Santa Fe train station. A lot of fun to ride this train. Veterans ride for free. It goes all the way down to Berlin if you want to. All the way through Albuquerque. It's a beautiful ride. Alright, we just entered Canyon Road. This is where all the art places are. All the art. The Mecca. All the old houses in here are now all are art places. Let's go in here. Pretty much all the old timers that lived in here all got pushed out. It's high dollar. Pretty cool. Well, that's weird. To each his own. That's the neat thing about art. You never know what you're going to get. One art gallery, sculpture gallery after another. I would say the Canyon Road goes for over a mile. Nothing but art galleries. So I'm to the top of Canyon Road, and what's at the top is the Cristo Rey Catholic Church. Well, folks, I think that does a wrap on this part of my trail rides around Santa Fe. So if you like my channel, like and subscribe. Next ride, I think we'll be going some more areas around Santa Fe, maybe out to Galisteo on the rail trail on my Fatty.